Super Sons #7, Peter J. Tomasi writing, Jorge Jimenez on art. So this is the second part of this two-part sort of Teen Titans story. I think the last issue, I think we incorrectly, or at least I incorrectly, thought all of them had aged at the end, but it was just Robin.
Yeah.
Or did we correct that on the issue? I can't remember. That may have been
I'm sure we brought it up in it.
Yeah. Maybe that was a conversation point at the time. I can't remember. But
It
at
was a
least
whole
in my
month ago. I can't remember that.
yeah, in my memory, I think I remembered them all going old. So when it was like, oh, it's just Robin. Okay, it's just Damien. Right, fine.
I mainly remember Damien becoming his true self.
Yeah.
That's how I thought of it.
Oh my! I was like, the comedy at the start of this issue with like, okay, we need to go and do something with the villains and get Damien his youth back. Where is he? He's in the toilet. He's old, and then he comes out. He's like, right, it's time to go. And then he walks, and it's just a great page where it's just this 8-panel layout, and he just walks back, and he's like, not a word, John, not a word.
Not a word. This was such also him, and for every 2 steps they take forward, John and Damien, they regress another 4 because John gets to prove himself with the Titans, and the Titans are like, we like having him around.
Yeah, like
And he's a good kid. Like he's not Damien.
it's
And then-
Aqualad being like we need to get as one of those super boys. Like when he sees him use the heat vision, he's like, we
Yeah.
need one of these guys. That's a good.
Yeah.
Let's have one.
And I feel like Damien takes that to heart, and so he becomes even a bigger jerk to John by the end.
Because because obviously he lets him come because as he says he's too old to care, and then there's that fun joke where he's like, Titans. No, I'm still the team leader. I'll say Titans together. He's like Titans,
Yeah.
and then he's like he gets confused because he's old, and John's like together.
Yeah. And
So it's
like,
good stuff.
He's
But
clearly
it's at the end. I was like, after everything's happened, and everyone's complimenting him, like Starfire, like squeezes his cheek, and he's like, oh, he's adorable, and he's really useful in a fight. And he's like he's all blushing, and then Raven's like, "Oh no, you're welcome to Teen Titans anytime. You're good at what you do." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And he that nice big panel where his eyes are just like sparkling because he's like just wide eyes. He's amazed that he's getting all these compliments. And then Damien just has to butt in and go, "Her father's like an evil demon god, just so you know."
Yeah, he's a satanic demigod.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, that was the line.
Yeah.
But it cracked me up so much. It was just him. And by the way, I like that the villain of this turned out to basically be like Rita Repulsa's like clay monster guy.
Yeah.
Because
Monster, get on it.
the villains were all made out of like clay because a version of him from another universe opened a portal.
Multiverse.
Yeah. Really big and wacky, but it was fun enough and stupid enough that I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Well, and they were clay villains, so like when they got soaked in water, they started to decompose.
Simple enough.
And I said this to you guys in a private chat, but like Starfire and Superboy,
Yeah.
I love their dynamic. And
Oh, the fist bump.
I want him.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fist bump. I want him to have a schoolboy crush on her, and
Oh,
her
I'm
just
sure
have
he
to
does.
do the like the older babysitter, just kind of like,
Or maybe actually I can
oh,
see
that's cute.
just going from the art,
know.
I can maybe see him having a crush on Raven more because she's a bit closer to his age. You know, she's
Yeah.
still older. She's still the older person, but whereas Starfire feels like she's like more of an adult now, whereas Raven's still a teenager, like still a kid.
Well, and that's why I liked it because he would, he's Superboy. He can do all this stuff, but he's not gonna crack that because he's Superboy and she's an adult. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I get it.
And
I
it
get
just-
it. It was sweet. I think I just like the idea of him having a crush on Raven because Raven's so dark and like broody.
Yeah.
And it's almost like he has a crush on like a lady Batman almost kind of idea.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah.
So I don't know.
But yeah, him,
It's
his
fun
dynamic with
stuff,
the
isn't it?
Titans, I appreciated. Like,
I don't think
but
there's
Beast Boy had said something about him too. That
I
was
don't
nice.
think there's a single line of dialogue in this issue that didn't make me smile.
Yeah.
Right, and it makes you go, what the hell happened to Tomasi on those last issues of Superman?
I don't know.
I just want to say, I love the names of this. So this art was called Planet of the Capes, and then
Yeah.
next is Cape Shall Not Kill Cape.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's really great.
Well, and we get the whole that magician.
I'm sorry.
The
this is
magician-
real.
I'm trying to focus, but Pete's dying.
I wanted to say that I never noticed. I noticed the title at the end for the next one. I never noticed the title of this one. Oh, right. Continue.
all choked up. So this
It hits me hard, Matt. It hits me hard.
this magician gets this magic clay and without like hesitation decides to sculpt these villains, and I was just like, well, that's pretty trusting for you to be just a stage magician And then it looks like there's more at play going on here towards the end.
Yeah,
Because
basically,
another hole opens up.
Titans leave. It's just the kids on their own afterwards, and again, some more fun banter. Damien's like, "Oh, I'm going to send this back to my lab," and he's like, "You mean Batman's lab? I use it more than he does now.
Yeah.
It's my lab."
Oh.
Oh, it's good stuff. But this portal opens up behind him, and something's coming out. And
Yeah.
End of the book. See it next month. But this was a super fun issue. Like, I actually, as much like, part of me almost just wants like this to turn into a Teen Titans book, and just have.
I want John to just join the Titans. So we have both.
Yeah, absolutely. Give us both. Why not?
Yep.
But at least they've established that they all know him now. So I mean, now the precedent's there that maybe will guest star in Teen Titans from time to time if they want the extra
He's
hand.
hoping.
So
They're like, well, bring in some heavies.
yeah, bring in the heavy. Bring in the kid who's much younger than all of us, but is much stronger and has more powers. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, which reminds me, all the stuff at the start where he was pretending that he's not Superboy, and they're like, "Please, your secret identity is more obvious than mine, and I'm green." But that was good fun. And then when they're trying to convince him to come with them, like Raven, like psychically makes him see Superman, like telling him to, go be a good person. It was good stuff.
Be a good person, John.